Greetings, YouTube. Should come as no surprise to anyone, but I watch a lot of YouTube videos. And over the last few days, Mitt Romney's campaign has put a lot of money into ads on YouTube. I mean, a lot of money. So has Ron Paul. It's really been quite impressive. And the recurring ad I have seen from Mitt Romney, he makes a statement that it is a moral responsibility to be fiscally responsible, which is something I could actually support. The problem is that I don't think that Mitt Romney would know a moral responsibility if it ran up and bit him on the ankle. Now let me give you an example of what a fiscally responsible move Mr. Romney is considering. He's been talking about cutting funding for Big Bird, Sesame Street public television. Now the program that Mr. Romney is discussing cutting is currently receiving $5 million with an M dollars from the federal government. Okay, now to you and me, and to the 98% of Americans in the non-wealthy category, $5 million is a lot of cash, no question. However, Mr. Romney is also one of the people that has supported the recent extension of the Bush-era tax cuts, which has just given $800 billion with a B dollars to the richest 2% of our nation, the people who least need another $800 billion. So you have a politician supporting cutting a program that's $5 million that benefits the poor and the middle class through educational efforts, and endorsing a policy which gives $800 billion to people who don't need it. Now, also in this ad, he talks about the fact that, we need to spend less than we take in. An awesome concept. He also discusses the idea of not borrowing money from China. Also an awesome concept. Now, I think the best way we could do that is to increase revenues. And the best way I can think of doing that is to say, start taxing the crap out of the rich people. The people who are making huge profits, while the money of the lower 98% has either stagnated or dropped over the last 30 years. A current statistic I heard today is that half of all employed Americans, okay, I believe it's like 178 or 180 million Americans that are considered employed right now. The rest are retired or children and what have you. And of that, half of them make $26,000 or less. Okay? Think about that for a second. So, the fiscally responsible thing to do in America would be to tax the people who have a lot of money. It would be a step in the right direction. We will also have to trim some fat. And I, of course, will always look at the corporate welfare and military spending as my two favorite fat-cutting areas. But that's, just me. So when a politician, whether they're in power or running for position, starts talking about being fiscally responsible, I think it's a really good idea to look at what do they actually mean by being fiscally responsibly. Cutting small programs that benefit the poor and middle class, or giving huge tax breaks to the wealthy. I think I question the definition of fiscally responsible that Mr. Romney is using.